Stations of KUAM, proud sponsor of the 12th Festival of Pacific Arts, Guam 2016. What we own, what we have, what we share, united voice of the Pacific.
Day, welcome to Weekend Edition. I'm Krystal Paco, so glad you could join us. A local pastor is the front runner for a national competition that honors Catholics making a difference around the world. Your vote can keep him ahead of the competition. Isa Baza has more.
The Lumen Christi Award, it's Latin for the light of Christ.
Sponsored by the Catholic Extension Society, the Lumen Christi Award honors an individual or group working in a mission diocese that demonstrate the transformative power of faith. Father Mike Chrysostomo from the Immaculate Heart of Mary Church in Totu was nominated by Archbishop Anthony Apron as Guam's Lumen Christi nominee.
I'm just humble. Thank you. Thank God for this opportunity.
Pale Mike was also the recipient of PICA's Best Parish Priest Award in 2015. He has also been an advocate against family violence and sexual assault, having lost both his sister and niece to domestic violence. He was awarded the Attorney General of Guam's Outstanding Crime Victim Advocate Award in 2014. Most recently, he has dedicated himself to building the faith in Guam's migrant community.
So part of the Micronesian Solution, that's the name of the program, is a joint effort between the Archdiocese and our parish to be able to put together the opportunities to be able to train them, give them job skills, computer skills that we had with our AmeriCorps program, and to be able to just give housing, or even with our food pantry, to be able to help feed the poor. I think many of them go through so many difficult moments and challenges, and our program offers that opportunity to get out of those challenges and be able to find solutions and be hope-filled, knowing that what their lives here are meaningful and they'll be able to help others.
The program also aims to build a new center for participants in the near future.
And hopefully with the proceeds that we get from this award, we'll be able to channel that funding to that building. So
this year's winner will receive a $50,000 grant to support their ministry.
We can only vote one, so we're encouraging all of our parishioners and of course all of our faithful and anyone. We called friends from the mainland as well, friends from the Philippines, friends from all over the place, to see if they can cast their vote on Facebook.
You can vote for Pale Mike by visiting the Catholic Extensions page on Facebook. It is unclear when voting will end, so you are encouraged to vote as soon as possible. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Isa Baza.
The heads of Guam's military commands have joined together to take a stand against sexual assault. Recently, they came together to sign a Joint Armed Forces proclamation in observance of Sexual Assault Awareness and Prevention Month. Signing the proclamation were Guam National Guard Adjutant General Brigadier General Roderick Leon Guerrero, Joint Region Marianas Commander Rear Admiral Bet Bolivar, and 36th Wing Commander Brigadier General Andrew Todd. Following the signing, the commanders and first sergeants took a commander's oath and pledge to do all they can to prevent sexual harassment, sexual violence, and sexual assault within their ranks, as well as ensuring any victims are treated with dignity and respect. Senator Tina Muñoz Barnes will hold again a roundtable hearing to discuss the local bed and breakfast industry. During a previous roundtable held in February, the senator said she would be working on crafting stronger policy that includes stiffening penalties, registering agents for legal and tax purposes, and requiring insurances. During that hearing, Barnes said they're looking out for the health and safety of visitors. She added there's also the lost tax revenue from unlicensed operators, which she conservatively estimated might be as much as $3 million a year. The roundtable is scheduled for Monday at 9 o'clock in the morning in the legislature's public hearing room. The responsible parties for the illegal dump site fire that led to the evacuation of 3 nearby families last month has been identified thanks to a multi-agency investigation. Guam Environmental Protection Agency Acting Administrator Yvette Cruz.
So the agency is going to go down the road of enforcement action. We have identified individuals that pertain to that incident. But right now, because we have not completed the formal process, we can't disclose much more information than that.
Cruz added that in addition to receiving a formal notice of violation, the culprits will be assessed a fine, fees, and will also be responsible for cleaning up the illegal dump. The standard fine assessed is $1,000 per day per violation. Illegal dumpers beware. The Guam Environmental Protection Agency is re-strategizing its use of high-definition surveillance cameras to catch criminals. According to GIPA Acting Administrator Yvette Cruz, several individuals have been identified on cameras that are clear enough to capture license plates or even dust. Because they are used as tools, she could not detail where they are placed or what changes GIPA is considering to improve their effectiveness, but said they have been valuable to the agency. Scientists at the University of Guam Marine Lab will now be able to conduct high-tech genome mapping of Guam coral colonies thanks to a new genetic sequencer. The next SEC 500 was provided through funding from UOG's experimental program to stimulate competitive research grant. The next SEC 500 allows scientists to use genetics to investigate how coral reefs adapt to environmental changes, including impacts associated with climate change such as warmer waters, excessive sedimentation, and ocean acidification. The Guam Community College is seeking nominations for the 2016 Distinguished Alumni Award. The award celebrates the accomplishments of an alumni who has demonstrated exceptional professional achievement along with service to the community. Individuals can be nominated if they have been an alumni for a minimum of 5 years and have graduated from the former Guam Vocational and Technical High School, any of GCC secondary, post-secondary, or adult education programs, earned their high school equivalent or at GCC, or earned at least 30 credit hours at GCC or former GVTHS. Nomination forms can be downloaded at guamcc.edu and must be submitted to the GCC Development and Alumni Relations Office by 5 p.m. on April 29. $1 million has been awarded to Gov Guam to help support the health, development, and safety of our children. Congresswoman Madeline Bardallo announced the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services awarded the funding to Gov Guam for the Maternal, Infant, and Early Childhood Home Visiting Program. The program supports pregnant women and their families and helps at-risk parents of children from birth to kindergarten tap the resources and hone the skills they need to raise children who are physically, socially, and emotionally healthy and ready to learn. The funding will go toward Public Health's Project Visita y Familia, which provides evidence-based home visiting programs for at-risk children from birth to 8 years of age and their families and the community of Guam. If you're multilingual, the Judiciary of Guam wants you. In order to ensure access to justice, the Judiciary is seeking more court interpreters. The Judiciary currently has a court interpreter registry that provides for 17 languages, but would like to increase their numbers of interpreters who speak Tagalog, Thai, and Korean. A basic skills interpreter training program is scheduled for May 26th through the 27th. For more information, visit guamcourts.org or call 475-3340. Applications are due no later than May 13. In this week's Local Harvest, Joan Uganchar for us heads back to Paradise Natural Farm.
We wanted to, not just for ourselves when we started this, we wanted to do it for our family, then branch out to our other family members and help them.
Hertha and Jason Van Bearden operate Paradise Natural Farm, specializing in free-range eggs. Recently, the couple was awarded a Western Sustainable Agricultural Research and Education grant to expand their farm using a rotating paddock method of chicken feeding and grazing.
Because of the growth that we were starting to have, we wanted to look for something that would give us a startup cost and at the same time use that to educate the community. And with the grant, we're able to do both.
As part of this over $17,000 grant, Hertha will serve as a project manager. She'll be documenting her experiences and educating the community about her experiences with this method of raising chickens.
We're going to have the centralized coop with the rotating paddocks to basically pasture them, and then we would have the other hoop that was the conventional, the old ways, and just have them pretty much minimal grazing, commercial feed, and then we would show you the profit and loss of and the differences between the two.
According to Hertha, with the centralized pasture grazing, everything would be like a cycle.
Whatever they eat, of course, everybody's got to go. So we take that, we put it into the raised beds, and then we amend the soil, and then the fruits grow. We pass it out, it gets consumed, and then all the stuff that rots, we give it, or not even rotting, but we basically, to start fresh again, would give that to the chickens. So that's another supplement without touching like commercial feed.
If you would like to know more information on grants, you can contact Farm to Table Guam at 647-0100. You can also head on over to Paradise Natural Farm on Facebook if you have any questions. With this week's Local Harvest, I'm Jonagan Charfus.
Stay tuned. Next on Weekend Edition, we'll rehash some of the big stories of the past week. And still to come, the Guam Crime Stoppers Report. Keep it here.
Stay connected to the world at home from everywhere you are. Get the KUAM News app for the latest in local news, videos, sports, streaming, Isla 63 AM, weather, and more. Available for free now at the iTunes App Store or Google Play.
When we face an uncertain path, when we struggle with life's challenges, and when the unexpected happens,
it's a beautiful day.
We rely on the people we trust,
It's a beautiful,
who we can always count on,
beautiful day.
and to the ones who give us the most care throughout the years. Rely on Calvo's Select Care to give you the comfort and security you need
It's a beautiful day.
wherever you are. Calvo's Select Care, healthcare that's always there for you.
If you get nervous about having dental treatment, you're not alone. An estimated 35 million adults experience anxiety or nervousness at the simple thought of visiting the dentist. As your dentist, I strive to make your visit as painless or pain-free as possible. And I frequently tell my patients that in the 21st century, if we can give you medicines to put your tooth to sleep or medicines to take an infection or toothache away, we can surely give you something to help relax you and take all fear away. No one ought to sit in a dental chair thinking of bad childhood memories or fearing injections. If you're a dental coward, but you really do want your teeth fixed, don't wait until the pain is killing you. Come in, tell us your fears, and set up an appointment. We have convinced many that dental treatment doesn't need to be scary anymore. For your helpful dental minute, I'm Dr. Kenny Bourgeois of Paradise Smiles. You shall never know all the good a simple smile can do.
Spin into spring with Triple J Auto Group. Spin to win cash. Kmart, Home Depot, Micronesia Mall gift certificates, and more. Get unbelievable deals in all 2015 and 2016 models. Hondas, Acuras, Fords, Mazdas, Lincolns, Volvos, Kias, and used cars. New cars as low as $98 per paycheck, and used cars as low as $85 per paycheck. Now's the time to buy during Triple J's Spin into Spring sales event. Get pre-approved instantly at carsguam.com. Trade-ins welcome. Some conditions apply. See dealer for details. Triple J Auto Group. Customers first.
Hafide, and welcome back to Weekend Edition. And this is Rehash, where we recap big stories of the week. And because we're chivalrous here at KUAM, Issa's going to go first.
Ladies first. Okay, well, we brought this story to you about a month ago. Roughly a dozen DOC officers working not at the Bingal facility, but at Paseo building huts for FESPAC. Well, it turns out that in the latest report by the independent monitor for DOC, he raises concern about the FESPAC officers being detailed to Paseo because of a shortage at DOC. According to his report, the shortage, the number of inmates at DOC has grown over the past several years, while the number of officers has decreased. So he feels that this creates a safety issue at DOC. So we'll have all the rest of that story online. Who's next?
Okay, I'll go next. One of the big stories that we covered this week was the Senate hearing in Washington, of course, and the comments of a very prominent senator, Elizabeth Warren, and she had some really strong words to say about Guam and the other territories' inability to vote for president, and we didn't have full voting rights. She said that's absurd, and she used as an example, say a Guam resident moves to California or to even Europe, and you would be able to vote if you file the right papers.
I actually voted in college.
Yeah.
I can't vote anymore.
But if you go back home, you lose that right. And so she said that relegates us to second-class citizenship. And she had some very strong words, and I think she received a lot of favorable comments and reactions from the people of Guam.
And speaking about voting for president, what could change that is Guam's political status. And this week, the Commission on Decolonization met, and they met on the governor's proposal that he announced a few weeks ago, I think last week, during a State of the Island address to move for a plebiscite on Guam's political status. And they met this week, but there was a lot of controversy because a lot of these local activist groups, they were raising concern and outrage with the governor for not only trying to rush this process, but allowing everyone on Guam to vote on this very critical issue, because the law only allows for Native inhabitants to vote on this issue. And so they met this week, and after they, I guess, let out all their concerns, the next step they took was they adopted an education plan, which would do public engagements in the community to inform them about what all these different status options are, and who is allowed to vote and why. So they decided that instead of moving with a plebiscite, they would do this education plan first, and then by July they'll meet again and decide if it's the best time, if the education campaign is effective, if it's the best time to move forward with this. Because their biggest concern was that the governor was doing all this plebiscite planning and he hadn't even consulted the commission, which he's on. So it was kind of funny. But yeah, so they'll probably hold another meeting soon.
Ken is the king of segues. My story is totally unrelated. If you're on social media, if you have WhatsApp specifically, you probably received a viral video. It depicted a brawl that happened at the Dededo Dome. Many men kind of throwing punches, striking one another. And so that was Easter weekend. And so the two victims, apparently, the Easter day, they filed a complaint at the Dededo precinct. And it was an assault complaint. And what happened was 6 men turned themselves in. 5 were arrested and 1 wasn't arrested. One is actually still released, and he was surprised that he was charged. His name is Javon Santos, but the rest of the names, you can go online, read the full story. And according to their attorney, David Lujan, who represents all 6 men, it was an alcohol-related thing, because he's like, you know what it's like at a cockfight. So they were formally charged on Friday for terrorizing as a 3rd-degree felony, and they were all released on a $5,000 performance bond because, hey, they turned themselves in, they're fessing up, and they're taking responsibility. And so for more on that, again, log on to KUAM.com. And if you want us to cover anything, something you think is newsworthy or pretty cool, or want to share your pictures, email us at reporters@KUAM.com or find us on Facebook.
Shell's Million Miles giveaway is back, and we're giving 100,000 United Mileage Plus miles to 10 lucky winners. So how do you make your getaway? Just use your Lucky 7 card when you fuel up with 7 gallons or more, and you're automatically entered to win. Fuel up at your nearest Shell station today and start planning your new adventure. No purchase necessary. Some conditions apply. See stores for details.
Insure your auto or home with Alpha Insurers and get more chances to win awesome prizes with Alpha's Switch, Spin, and Win. Alpha Insurers will draw 3 winners every week and 1 monthly grand prize winner to spin Alpha's prize wheel for a chance to win an iPad mini, flat screen TV, gas cards, and so much more. Just switch or renew your auto or home insurance with Alpha Insurers and you automatically qualify. It's that easy. Call 477-8701 or 637-8833 for more details and you could be a winner for Alpha's Switch, Spin, and Win.
The spring clearance event is on at Cars Plus and Mighty. Now's a great time to save thousands on new Hyundais, like the 2016 Hyundai Accent, starting at $12,995 or as low as $79 per paycheck. The Accent gets 38 mpg on the highway, is USB and iPod compatible, and comes with a Bluetooth hands-free phone system. Plus, every new Hyundai comes with Guam's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000 miles. It's Cars Plus spring clearance event going on now in Mighty. See our entire inventory online at carsplusguam.com. Cars Plus, driven by you.
The Down Syndrome Association of Guam exists to support families of individuals with Down syndrome. We're a group of parents who have children with Down syndrome and know the joys and challenges of raising them. For more information about the health, development, and education of a child or adult with Down syndrome, please contact Vicky Areola at 472-6114.
Road again, moving on forward. 6 stones won't break a bone. We're in the car on a highway. It's a magical feeling that no one's got home. You're a catalyst to your happiness, you know. This is your home, it's your life, it's pumping blood. In a home I want is where to live. This is your
Join us April 13th to 15th at the Lotte Resort Guam for the University of Guam's 7th Regional Island Sustainability Conference, hosted by the UOG Center for Island Sustainability and the University of Alaska Fairbanks. The conference will feature keynote speaker and Nobel Peace Prize nominee Tony DeBrum and over 45 presentations on climate change, sustainability, green energy solutions, and more. For more information, visit uog.edu/CIS 2016 or call 735-2600.
So what's the next one up? Says it's a Buick. Wow, that doesn't look like a Buick.
So your dad let you borrow the Buick, Mr. Simmons, and it's got a 5-star overall safety rating.
I don't think that's what he's worried about. I bet you haven't seen anything like it.
It's a Buick.
And what you'd call an early adopter.
Visit AutoSpot Buick today for great offers. We are your Buick dealer of Guam.
Hi today, everybody. We want to tell you about the Community Police Resource Unit. Officer Paul Tapao with GPD is here. Now, Officer Tapao, I understand this is a great thing for the northern residents of Dededo.
Yeah, absolutely. What a great time to do it. First and foremost, we'd like to thank the community partners who actually helped with this program. JMI Edison, John Elos, and Idao for assisting with that by donating the mountain bikes. And of course, our Guam Home Center, Mr. Mike Wu, for donating the 2 Enduro bikes. The Community Resource Unit, it's an offset of the CAP program, Crimes Against Tumans Tourists, and it was adopted at the Dededo Precinct. Now, what's great about this is that we're putting the police officers back into the community. We're putting a face behind, each officer that rides the mountain bike. So this is a great opportunity for, the officers to re-engage back into the community. The mountain bike unit it's not just going to isolate in one area. They're going to be moving about within the Dededo proper, the Jigo proper.
And as you've told us a bunch of times, one of the big parts of deterring crime is just establishing presence and just showing people that, hey, we're here, we're going around, and it's uniformed police officers and residents working together.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you see, you know, a team of 2 mountain bikers or 4 mountain bikers riding along, it has that sense of like, wow, this is, you know, the visibility is there. You don't have the bulkiness of the car, so they're able to ride along the sidewalks. They're able to, you know, to maneuver within the little crevices that some communities have and everything, where, you know, some patrol cars cannot access. Like our Enduro bikes, you know, the ones donated by the Guam Home Center. We can actually use that on the road, and we can actually access that on roads that are not accessible to patrol cars. So you're going to be seeing more and more community resource officers out in the body of the Dedido and Jigo area.
Now, I must ask, because, you know, like I live in Tuman, and you see, you know, the CAT force down there all the time, and the program really, really works. Everybody feels safe. They're really, really nice people. You wave to them and everything like that, and, you know, they're doing their job. Now, the strip of Tuman, the whole Pleasure Island concept and everything like that, that's obviously a lot smaller than Dedido, which is the island's most populous village and everything. How do you canvass like such a large village with so many people and all these different, you know, neighborhoods?
Well, one day, you know, they can set the schedule accordingly within the officers. One day they can be in the Fern Terrace area, and they can just focus an entire 4 or 5 hours just mountain biking or patrolling within the Fern Terrace area. They can go ahead and they can move maybe to Stumo Gardens. It's right along there. Or they can bring, with assistance of truck, they can actually get up there to the Barragata Heights area and provide that active, proactive patrol. So it's not situated in one area. Not like when you have the CAT, the CAT program in Tuman, where it's just that one strip of Tuman. Here, you know, we can actually bring it up to Jigo. We can bring our officers up to Jigo. We can provide that presence wherever we see, you know, the high rise of crime during certain times. We can infuse the officers at that area. So it's, you know, it's looking like it's going to be a great program. And, you know, I was a former CAT officer, and the effectiveness of the program with the community resource officers, it really does make a difference.
The start of something very, very positive for the community.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and again, it's community friendly.
All right. Well, what's this week's crime of the week?
Unfortunately, this is the robbery that occurred at the Tuman Plaza. I'm sorry, the Tumuni Airport Plaza.
All right, let's check it out.
On Monday, March 28 at 5:20 in the morning, a robbery occurred at the Game Time Pachinko, located in the Airport Plaza in Tumuni. Police reports indicated that a masked gunman brandishing a black handgun ran up to the game room's cashier's counter and began demanding money. The game room attendant immediately complied and handed the armed suspect a white plastic bag with an unknown amount of cash, where the suspect then fled on foot. The suspect was only described to be male, local, wearing a black jacket, black pants, and had covered his face with a camouflage t-shirt. And the Guam Police Department is asking the community for their help. If you have any information about this case, please call the Guam Crime Stoppers at 477-HELP or text 688-STOP. You can also visit our webpage at www.guam.crimestoppersweb.com or call the Guam Police Department at 475-8615-6 or 7. Guam Crime Stoppers wants to remind the public that we do not use caller ID and you do not have to leave your name. You can receive a cash reward of up to $1,000 if the information provided leads to the arrest and conviction for the person or persons responsible for this crime or any other crime. High shorts.
All right, Officer Paco, if anybody would like any more information or basically just to see the officers for the Community Resource Unit, basically just be around Dedido and, you know, like wave to him, say, thank you for doing a good job.
Absolutely. Stop by the precinct, give our precinct commander a call, 632-9808. His name is Lieutenant James Santos. He'll be more than happy to field your question. You know, it's a great opportunity. We're working with the catchphrase unity within our community. And, you know, if you see our officers out there in the mountain bike, feel free to wave at them.
All right, thanks so much. And if you see Officer Paco around doing his job, feel free to wave at him too, because I guarantee he will wave back and flash you that $1 million smile as he does here every week. Stay tuned. We're back after this.
Take a look around you, everything it has a beat, from the people all around to the walls of concrete. There's a rhythm, there's a flow, there's a stop, there's a go. If you never paid attention, then maybe you didn't know. Everything is moving to a relative time, you can always count it out. There's a reason and a rhyme, you will make me feel alive, like the music so sweet. So get up off your seat, just feel the beat. Just feel the beat, yeah. Just feel the beat. Hey.
These used cars are Nissan certified, and let me show you why I stand behind every used car that we sell. First, our certified technicians inspect every used car to make sure it's safe, reliable, and mechanically sound. Then any scratches and dings are given first-class treatment at our body shop. And after thorough detailing inside and out, the car is ready for sale. At a price that's always below Blue Book. That makes Nissan used cars your best buy.
Most fast food places use formulas to create their combos, but all that math doesn't always equal something tasty. At my place, you can get a mouth-watering sourdough bacon ranch combo. A full-size beef patty, bacon, and creamy ranch sauce on toasted sourdough bread, plus hot and salty fries and a drink for just $4.99. Because flavor always beats formulas. Sourdough bacon ranch combo, just $4.99 for a limited time. Combo's done my way.
Hafaday, the Guam Memorial Hospital Volunteers Association, is celebrating its annual Charity Ball Fund Drive at the Hyatt Regency Guam Grand Ballroom on Saturday, April 23, 2016. This year's theme is Action Meets Compassion, Changing Lives. Please join us and help us raise funds to create an environment for healing and recovery for every patient.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
When you come to Chuck E. Cheese's, you can see what's new.
New fun! New games! New cousins! What's new? New awesomeness! Where a kid can't be a kid!
Dancing, it's a form of art, vibrant, moving, evolving. With every move, every step, every rhythm, behind every dance is a story of who I am, who we were, and who we are as a community. As Pacific Islanders at the 2016 Festival of the Pacific Arts,
I will share my story.
The spring clearance event is on at Cars Plus and Mighty. Now's a great time to save thousands on new Hyundais, like the 2016 Hyundai Accent, starting at $12,995 or as low as $79 per paycheck. The Accent gets 38 mpg on the highway, is USB and iPod compatible, and comes with a Bluetooth hands-free phone system. Plus, every new Hyundai comes with Guam's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000 miles. It's Cars Plus spring clearance event going on now in Mighty. See our entire inventory online at carsplusguam.com. Cars Plus, driven by you.
And before we close out the news tonight, here's our latest round of birthday shout-outs from the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club. Celebrating this weekend, Ariella A. Paris, happy birthday to you. And Brenda Lynn Moffness, we love you, Mommy, and we appreciate what you do for us. Oh, that's so sweet. And last but not least, Manny Moreno, love you and miss you, your Guam family. Remember, you can be a part of the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club by registering online on KUAM.com. Make sure to include with your photo your name and birth date so we can celebrate you. And that's all the time we have from all of us here at Guam's News Network. Thanks for watching and have a safe weekend.
Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&E,